Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to another Fidget video. Today we've got a bit of a banger. Uh, it's the Demoman by Muyi Nayici. I've got the zirconium stainless steel version here. There's also two or three other versions. There's a PEI titanium version, which is the lightest of them all. Then there's a blackened tie version, which is the newer design, uh, which is like the medium weight. It also has some upgraded construction things. I believe there's like a rubber ring somewhere. I'm not sure. I just seen some pictures of it. And also on this part here, it has a button, like a clicky button. And then there's the zirconium stainless steel version, which is definitely heavy, and it's the one I've got here. And there is kind of a fourth version, which is the zirconium stainless steel with a blasted zirconium finish with like a matte, because this one is polished. But that one was, I think, quite limited, and I don't know if it's, I think it's quite hard to find them, but I just wanted to mention it. You can find this fidget. The full retail is $340. You can get it on BigWhiteEDC. I think this one is sold out on G1, but you can always check. And also on the Facebook group EDC Cartel, Fidelis was selling them. I'm also not sure if it's sold out there. And yeah, I would personally recommend BigWhiteEDC. And yeah, so let's get to it. So this thing, it's a multi-fidget, and it's got a bunch of things going on. So first of all, you can pull out this part right here, the handle, which is already like got this mechanical feel. Although I would say this is more of a functional part that they gave like the mechanical feel, but I don't think many people would like fidget like that. But yeah, you can pull this out, and you've got here a lock mechanism. So right now it's locked. If I push it to the left, I can open up the handle, lock it back, and now this is kind of I would say my main way of using it is to hold it like that. It's quite comfy with the handle poking out here, or maybe if you have smaller hands, it can even be like below your pinky finger. So you can hold it like this, and the top is a spinner. So it's got this kind of spin stick feel. And then while spinning or just by itself, you've got this ratchet mechanical rotation right here, and then you've got here a different type of ratchet mechanical rotation. And furthermore, you can actually press the handle all the way down in this position, and the spinning end becomes a ratchet as well. Although this ratchet, it's like too weak for me, and it's not working with springs and bolts. I will disassemble the whole thing, and yeah, and because I've got this ceramic bearing, which I will change out, because it is much better with this bearing, I believe. It's a 6704 bearing, and I believe Laudi sells them in full ceramic, but you can find them much cheaper just on AliExpress, I'm sure. Anyway, so yeah, the main way I use it is that it's got this spinning thing, so I can like spin, and while it's spinning I can ratchet. So I think that's what makes it kind of unique, is that you get the spin action, and while spinning you can ratchet. Also, you've got here this ratchet, so you can kind of like spin it with the thumb flat, so it's touching this part as well. So you're like, while you're spinning, you're getting like a little bit of a ratchet, which I think is quite cool. And I do have to say, at first I wasn't sure about it, and it was a bit too complicated for me. But after putting in this bearing here, it's become a keeper for me, because it's improved the spinning function by quite a bit. And I would recommend any Demoman, anyone who has a Demoman, to consider changing the bearing if you feel, disclaimer, if you feel confident about opening it up, which I will show how to open it up in this video as well. But let's first do some measurements. So the size, it's rather big, I would say. It's 61 millimeters long. The diameter is like 32 millimeters. If you pull it all the way out, it's, wait, let me open it up as well. Yeah, so if you pull it out and open it up as well, whoops, let's put this thing back in. It's like almost 10 centimeters, so it's 95-ish millimeters. Also, you can see here under the handle full zirconium and SS. So 799 were made, and this is number 528. Oops. And let's check the weight. Like I said, this is the heaviest version, so it weighs in at 253 grams. So that's, for some people, I think it's maybe too heavy. Then I would recommend more the titanium or PEI titanium version. But for me, I like my heft, and especially as you're holding it like in this way, it's like totally fine for me, because you're like using your whole grip here. But yeah, so for example, my tungsten Mega Horizon with tie buttons, it's also already 190 grams, and I'm holding it like that. So I would say, for people who enjoy stuff like heavy tungsten spinners, this the Zerg Demoman is gonna be fine weight-wise. But for people who prefer lighter fidgets, yeah, I would not recommend the zirconium version. Also, I always love when fidgets come with this kind of nice accessory box, which this one does. So it's got like these screwdrivers, even an extra handle for this, and yeah, just some spare parts. I haven't used any of them because I haven't lost any parts. You have here the, yeah, I forgot to mention, so this is used for this right here, where you can attach a sonic mecha bead like the one on the musketeer, or you can attach the shake bead. It's like the newest bead by this maker, and I'm sure you can, like, if you find this size of a screw, I'm sure you can do some crazy DIY stuff here. And furthermore, there's one more modularity, which is you can take out the handle and actually put it into the musketeer, which I've sold my musketeer, so I haven't tried it out, but that's another possibility with this fidget. So yeah, that's it for the review, and let's get to the disassembly part. All right, so I want to shout out and mention there's a video on the EDC Cartel YouTube channel, which is like a 3.5-minute tutorial how to disassemble and assemble this fidget. It's how I learned to take it apart, and I definitely recommend you to watch that video as well if you intend to open up the Demoman. And there's definitely a disclaimer here that I would only recommend you to open this up if you have experience opening up fidgets and if you feel confident about it. And to definitely take it slow and make sure that, better slow and, less mistakes than fast and more mistakes. But that being said, to me it felt like it's not, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard to disassemble it. There are a few finicky parts that you do have to be mindful of, and I do some things differently than EDC Cartel's tutorial. Also, I'm not sure if there's a big difference with the new titanium version when it comes to disassembly. So yeah, so just keep in mind, this is for the Zerk Demoman. But yeah, let's before we start, just an anecdote how I even came to take it apart was that I actually bought this Demoman while I was visiting family in China, and when I got it, at some point I realized, hey, like this is a heavy metal grenade looking thing. Like, there no way they're gonna let me take this on a plane, and so yeah, so I realized, okay, I need to take it apart to kind of get it through airport security. So it kind of forced me to take it apart completely. So, and I like stored all the different parts in different boxes just to make sure. And it, yeah, had no problem with that. So yeah, so when I took it apart for that, I realized that, it's not that hard to take it apart, and also that I can change the bearing, which is why I got this bearing right here. It's a full white ceramic 6704 bearing, and I will show you how to open it up and assemble it again, and I will show you at the end how the spinning sounds with the new bearing. For me it was a big upgrade, so yeah, let's just get started. First of all, what you need is definitely a screwdriver in two sizes. You need the T8 and the T5. And for anything spring and ball related, it's always good to have tweezers. In this case, stainless steel tweezers will also be okay because there are no magnets in this construction. And for a quality of life, for especially one part of opening it up, I recommend some type of cloth. I have a microfiber cloth here from Unquiet Hands, and also a quality of life thing, but I would really recommend just any kind of small something like this, or some like EDC mats have this kind of built-in, just some small compartments to separate some. Yeah, let's get to it. Don't want this video to be too long. So first of all, you have here these two tiny screws. I'm not going to do anything here, but what you can do here is you can kind of either lock this thing in place or make it looser depending on how far. Actually, I'm gonna loosen it up a bit here. Depending on how far inside the screws are, the lock will be easier or harder to push. I found a good spot to be when the screws are around the same level as the surface here. Or you could also, if you want to like lock it in place, you can just go all the way in, and then yeah, you can lock this in place as well. But back to the disassembly. So you want to start with the T8 for this screw right here. This is the only place you will need it, the T8 I mean, and you just unscrew it. I recommend to like press down on the thing while doing that until the screw is completely out, and I will just be putting it in the first compartment right here. And now just be careful, because here you've already got your first two springs and bolts, which I will just put into the same compartment here. So that's the top part of the handle off. Now we change the screwdriver to a T5, and you've got here 6 of these small screws, and in the EDC Cartel they take it out completely, but I recommend just to unscrew it partly so it's still like inside. I think this saves some time and some headaches. Now keep pressing on this part. You turn it upside down because the springs and balls are here. Here a ball got stuck, but keep holding this part. I'll close this, and I will just put these springs and these balls here. I believe the balls are all the same, but the springs are a bit different, and I actually really quite like the stock setup, so that's why I'm like separating it. But as you can see here, you've got here 6 spots for springs and balls. The stock setup, at least for me, was 2 springs on each, 1 spring on each side and 1 ball on each side. So you can like experiment here, but I've just kind of been lazy, and I really like the stock setup. Anyway, to go on, you keep it upside down and take off this second part, and here is the same thing. You've got 2 springs and 2 balls, which I will also take out and put in here. Next, you've got here this metal part, which is like a kind of retainer, and you can just, yeah, it will just fall off. And you've got this part in the middle here, which you can then take out as well. Just make sure that opposite of this, opposite of the hole here, to keep your thumb here, because again there's a spring and a ball. This is the one that like goes into this paragraph here. So yeah, this ball is a bit bigger. Also, it's a bit of a longer spring. So you can also adjust the strength of this part if you so choose. And now there's a little difference, I believe, between the Zerk and the PEI version, is that in the Zerk version, this part can't be taken off. So in the PEI version, I believe you can just take this layer off as well. But for the Zerk, I will just go straight here. And this is the part where I use the microfiber cloth just to get a better grip on this golden ring right here. And I hold it in place and I unscrew the bottom here like that. And here's the bearing already. So now we can unscrew the retainer. And I'll use the tweezer here just to loosen the bearing. So this is the stock bearing. It looks like it's all stainless steel. This part also comes off, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. So here, this is the part that that turns. If you see here, this shape, like when you push it down, it goes here, and that makes it ratchet. So if you have like a different strength of this type of thing, you can sort of use like a tiny screwdriver or something and like push them out here, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't have any parts to change it with. So yeah, let's carefully put in the ceramic bearing, the retainer next. and now we screw in the bottom. Here again it can be nice just to tighten it a little bit with the microfiber cloth. So now we can already see that it spins. And yeah, back to assembling it. So now it will come in handy that I separated these springs and balls by layer. So we start with the big ones, hold it in, and opposite of the hole you push it in until you feel it click into place, and then take this retainer piece and put it in here. Next up, what I will do is I will prepare the springs and bolts for both of these layers. Whoops. And I will put them on one by one. So first this part, and I'll hold it in place. And then what's important now is you see there's these 6 screw holes here. And when you're putting on this part, this is a bit finicky. You should align the 6 screws with the 6 screw holes. And make sure to keep it facing this way. So I hope I got it this time. Don't force it. Yeah, I got it. So if you got it, then you will see that the screws, they go like all the way in easily without resistance. So now I will just start with the opposite screws and just screw in these small screws here. All right, now almost done. I will switch back to the T8 and do the final step. Which is also a bit finicky, and I'll show you a little something that you should take care of. So, whoops. So you ready the spring and the ball, and now what you do is that on the bottom I'm using my pinky to kind of hold this in place so that it's not like going all the way in like this, because then it's gonna be hard to screw in the final screw. So I'm like holding it like that, and here also make sure that you're not putting it on this way, because this paragraphed bit should face the direction of the handle. And now, well, keeping it pushed together. You can see I'm like holding it like a counterforce here with my pinky. I'm gonna screw in this part. And we are done. So definitely not the easiest to open up, but you don't have to do it often. And if you feel confident, then yeah. And I'll just show you. This is how it sounds with the ceramic bearing. It's got much more feedback. The spin is super smooth. Like with this thing, I just do a spin and it's gonna spin forever. Like I'm not gonna let it spin out now, but um, yeah, I think the hardest part is aligning these right here. I think actually I need to open this up again because I didn't do it properly. And yeah, and I like to also do this so you get the paragraph and the spin, and then while spinning I do this. Yeah, that's it. It's I tried to keep it short, but it's quite an ordeal to open this thing up. I hope that you liked this video, and if you decide to open it up, make sure to go slow and to take your time, not to use any like force. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you soon.